Hey YouTube, take three. Still on my phone. Haven't got my computer fixed. Today's Wednesday. I'm in my other rooms. Hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. No new comics today. Unfortunately, I don't have that much on my pull list. And if I did have anything, I don't know about it. So maybe I'll pick it up this week. It kind of sucks. They split our pay into, so I get paid every 2 weeks now. So I kind of pick and choose when I'm going to pick my books up. But anyways, this video is going to be a little different. Back, one of my very first videos was about three things that I love most: comics, music, and sports. I did a little video and showed a bunch of stuff. This is a video showing comic books that deal with music and sports. So I know there's tons out there. I have more. I just pulled a few out. Like these Rocket comics came out in the 90s. They're like magazine size. This Metallica one, the art is like painted. It's horrendous. Just kind of tells the history of the beginning of the band, and then up to a certain point. And I think it's continued, but it's the only one I have. And this other one, this Pantera one, is really good. This has got some pretty cool black and white art in there. Don't really know who the artist is. It's like from Malibu Comics stuff. Love that. Seeing them in concert every time. I got to meet Dimebag before a show once. Great. Awesome. Great guy. They drove up in a Dodge Viper before the show. I was in Hawaii, so it was a nice rent-a-car. And then sports-wise, I said it again, there's probably tons. And I just picked a few out that I had laying around. These DC ones from the 70s, these Champion Sports ones are pretty cool. Different stories, like a basketball, horse racing, all kinds of stuff in here. Really cool. And then everybody's favorite, which is NFL Super Pro. There's a few of them. There's 1, I think 4, and 5. I never read these. These are actually prizes that I still have to send out for the YouTube Comic Book Community Fantasy Football League. And I can't remember the guy whose name won. Oh God, it's been so long. But I will get your stuff out. He had me working on a sketch of Gambit that I was probably just about 90% done with, and my son spills a drink on the dining room table and ruined it. So I gotta start over. And I've been lazy because my son plays every sport ever. Which he's finishing up baseball now, moving into soccer, and then almost right into hockey again. So, on the music side, again, a couple other ones that I didn't show were one of my favorites of all time. When I was a kid, as soon as I seen this comic, I knew I had to have it, and I just picked it up a couple years ago. Marvel Premiere number 50 with Alice Cooper. Oh, I love that cover. And speaking of covers, Derek Riggs, who's done most of the early albums for artwork for Iron Maiden. I was reading in an article where he did the cover for Number of the Beast was inspired by a Doctor Strange comic. Read that, read on the internet, searched every Doctor Strange comic I can find, and I found this one, number 183. If you know the cover for Number of the Beast, you know you got the three. The devil, Eddie, and the other little devil. Or is it? I can't remember how it goes. I had it somewhere. I couldn't find it. But yeah, I believe that's the one he used. So that's awesome. So another reason for this video is in April, and this is 2 months now, I hit 3 years on YouTube. So within fashion, it's been 3 years. Anniversary. Contest time, right? I haven't done a contest in forever. I ended up just mainly just sending books to people randomly, which I enjoy doing that rather than putting a contest on. But I figured 3 years, it's time for a contest. I got a little. I'm not going to show you the prizes, but I got a little stack of books here. Some number ones. A couple keys in there. Nothing crazy. I don't think it's crazy anyways, but I'm sure somebody will like it. And I promise I'll get this out on time. I won't wait 4 months. It's June 22nd today. We'll let this go to the 22nd of July. So we'll give it 1 month. Questions. This is probably the hardest part of any contest. What do you ask for questions? Everything's been done before, just about. But I'm going to stick with the topic of music and sports. And you can throw some comics in there also. In my area, I live in Western New York. And I'm between Erie, Pennsylvania and Buffalo, New York. So I'm right along the Lake Erie. Within our, I would say, I don't want to go up to Buffalo. Buffalo's too far. But within, say, 20, 25 miles, I don't think I have any comic book artists or creators from my area. With the Buffalo, I just recently found out that I think it's the artist for Four Kids Walking the Bank, I think it's called. The artist, I think Tyler Boss, I think his name is. He's from Buffalo. I think that was on the Four Guys show that I was watching. He did an interview on him. So that was pretty cool. But as far as music and sports-wise, it's a whole different story. There's probably more that I'm going to name, but I'm just going to name probably some people that you know. The band 10,000 Maniacs. They originated in Jamestown, New York, which is, like I said, right outside the bubble, maybe 25 miles away. That's where they started from. I believe a lot of them went to Fredonia State, which is the next town over. They're a huge college music program. They have a huge music program there, and I believe some of their albums were actually recorded at Fredonia State. Then you might have heard of a little band called Megadeth. Their original guitarist and drummer, Chris Poland and Gar Samuelson, were both born in my hometown. Gar actually lived, but he grew up like 10 miles away, and Chris grew up in my hometown. And Chris is actually related to my good friend's mother, cousin somehow. And Chris actually got a Peace Cells album signed by all the band members from my buddy Jason, and that's like his prized possession. And if you've ever seen his room, you would know that that's the only thing he keeps clean in his room, or he did growing up anyways. And then on the sports side, like I said, there's probably more than I'm going to announce here, but a couple of noticeable ones. For those of you who grew up through the 70s and earlier and into the 80s, probably watched World's Strongest Man contests, or competitions, what do you want to call them. And one of the guys who was either winning or right up there in the lead was Don Reinhow. And he's from Brockton, which is like 8 miles away. And growing up, he's always come to our middle school and stuff and ripped the phone books and blew up the water bottles. And I used to work at a grocery store in high school, and he used to bring his mom grocery shopping all the time. So get to see him all the time. Greatest guys. Always had a big smile on his face. Always sit and talk to you. So down to earth. Always happy. And then the current women's gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist for pole vault, Jen Sir. She's from Fredonia, which is the next town over. And I believe she's going to the Olympics again this year to defend her gold medal. I believe she's got some world records and some other indoor gold medals and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. She's come back and done some outdoor demonstrations and stuff like that. So that's been pretty cool. And then I was not so much comics or music or sports, but just kind of throw some other things out there that might be interesting, which I think are interesting. If you've ever seen the TV show, That 70s Show, one of the creators, Mark Brazil, is from my hometown, and I believe he's quoted some of the characters or likenesses of the characters, and some of the stuff that's gone on the show has been taken, the stuff that he's grown up with in my hometown. And then the original Gone in 60 Seconds movie. I think it's the writer, producer, director. I don't know if he did all of them, but he did most of them. Toby Halicki, he's from my hometown. I went to school with him, and his brother went to school with my dad. And so some of that was actually filmed in my hometown. The big police chase at the end wasn't, But some of the little scenes were, if you've ever seen the movie, you probably was so minute you didn't even know it. But if you live here and you see that, you know it, and you laugh every time you watch it. And unfortunately, Toby was killed in Buffalo shooting. I don't know if it's the sequel to that, but he was filming another movie, and they were filming a lot of that in my hometown. And we would drive around our bikes, ride around our bikes, and we would follow the film crew everywhere and get the drivers snacks and water and all kind of stuff. And we made some pretty good tips from doing that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so those are pretty much my answers to my questions. So the questions are to you is, within your little community or little bubble or your area, are there any comic book creators, writers, artists, anything comic book related? Same thing goes with music, sports. I even throw entertainment in there. Like I said, don't go a massive distance out, but within your 15-20 mile radius, I'd say. I mean, obviously people who live in New York are going to be probably got some pretty good ones there. But awesome. So like I said, this is June 22nd. We'll go to July 22nd. And one last rule, please do not comment in the comment section about this contest. I'm not going to advertise this video as a contest video, which only helps you. So the less people that know about it, the better your chances are to winning. That, and plus I don't get that many views on my videos anyway, so your odds increase even more. And I think if I can pull it off, I have a really neat way to pull the winner. So we'll see. That's all. If you have any questions, send me a PM. See me on Facebook. Some friends do something on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook. Like I said 18 and older, United States only, unfortunately. Got to be subscribed to me. But same rules apply for most contests. I don't think I'm going to change any of the rules, but I do have that option to change rules if I have to. But I probably won't. Like I said, I get a little stack of books. Not going to show any of them. So that's all for now. We'll see you next one. Thanks. Bye.